Yo, dude.
What?
Supplements.
Supplements. What about what do you want to know about supplements? What do you want to talk about?
Alright. The hype on supplements. Because you see all these ads all the time. Like, buy these supplements. They will get you huge. Stuff like that. And I know supplements can get damn expensive.
Yes.
What's up?
Oh, damn expensive. Yeah, because I did the math a couple days ago, and let's say like 3 years ago, I would have spent like $300. I gotta spend like $300 in a month in supplements. Getting like a test booster, a carb supplement, a BCAAs, a real expensive new top of the line pre-workout.
Aminos.
Yeah, the aminos. I get like silk aminos and then branch chain aminos on top of my silk aminos with dextrose and a carb blend supplement mixed with the new top of the line protein.
Whey isolate, casein.
Yeah, I get whey and I could get casein. I could get a test booster. Test boosters are the funniest thing to me. And now I spend $250 a year on supplements. Right now, my supplements I take, my pre-workout is 5 grams of creatine monohydrate. And it doesn't matter when you take creatine, I just make my own so it's convenient. My own pre-workout. So 5 grams of creatine monohydrate and 400 milligrams of caffeine. That's my pre-workout.
Mixed with water.
With water. It's gross, but it works. It's efficient. I take protein, and I don't care what brand I take. I could give a fuck less what brand it is. As long as it tastes good, that's all I care about. And it helps me hit my numbers. But I only take it if I get bored with my oats and if I need trouble hitting my protein for the day. Aside from that, I get it from food. I'll take fish oil for health, glucosamine for my joints. When I'm cutting, I'll take a cheap multivitamin because I don't know if I can get the variety I want eating in a base cafeteria. So it's just like a safety net. And vitamin D because I live in Washington. And that's really about it. I'm trying to think. That's all I take. That's really all I take. So besides from health supplements, general health supplements, I take caffeine, creatine, and protein. And that's it. And here's the problem. I'm trying to go with a few of them. Let's go with pre-workouts first. Most pre-workouts, almost every single pre-workout is underdosed in their ingredients and overpriced for the ingredients they're showing.
And they have a proprietary blend.
Yeah, proprietary blends. How do they get you proprietary blends? They'll say we have 8 grams or 8 milligrams of like 10 or 12 different ingredients. And the problem is you're not going to get the right dosage of any of those ingredients if you're mixing in a proprietary blend. What they do is they use the names like beta-alanine and L-citrulline and L-arginine and creatine and caffeine, and they put the name on there with a proprietary brand. What a stupid fucking word. And they sell it to you off marketing. And you see these big top name bodybuilders and they say, I take this pre-workout and it's why I get big. And if you use any amount of logic, you look at a pro bodybuilder and you go, no, the pre-workout is absolutely not what you take to get big. It doesn't even make sense. So most pre-workouts, and I say most, I mean 90% plus of them are underdosed and overpriced. And I spend like $10 on caffeine that'll last me almost the whole year. And that's one of the most efficient things for a pre-workout. I spend $30 on creatine that lasts me 200 days. And that's gonna be another thing, a supplement I take, that's the most tested supplement on humans there is. Next would be test boosters. Test boosters, legal test boosters are the biggest joke. The biggest, I'm gonna think about that. Pre-workouts are test boosters are the biggest joke in the health and fitness community because they do not bring your testosterone into physiological levels to elicit more muscle growth. They don't. They don't. There is no science behind it. There is no truth behind it. They might get your dick hard and they might make you feel good. And aside from that, that's it. If you have low testosterone, which you don't just tell yourself, yeah, I think I have low testosterone. That's not the case. You have a lot of 21-year-olds that go, hey, I think I have low test. Should I get a test booster? And they already bought it. They're asking that to make themselves feel good. And it might bring your test in the regular levels, but they will not bring your testosterone into high enough levels to get muscle growth outside what you could get without them. And
you're not going to turn into a Hulk.
No, you're not going to turn into anything. You're not going to turn into anything. It's not going to give you any benefit. So, and the problem with the test boosters is they run for $50 plus. And you got someone at GNC that'll sell you a nighttime test booster and a daytime test booster, and it'll be like $120, and you're not getting anything out of it. What it is a placebo effect because you feel great and you work out harder. And what happens is, I'll explain. Actually, I'll go to that point after. Aside from that, fat burners. Maybe the most I've seen personally is a 5% metabolic increase max with legal fat burners. And let me see what 5% is. I can't do the math, but I'm gonna say maybe 50 calorie difference. If your training if you're so worried about your training that you need that 5% difference for metabolism, your training and diet are off. And then that fat burner is not going to do anything. Now, these are all legal supplements. There are things that are not legal that you can take that will they're still not magic, but they will give you more results than legal. But so test boosters, pre-workouts, and fat burners. The other scam is someone posted stats about this, his and her supplements. The reason why they call it a her supplements is because they will cut the stimulants in half and think it's better for females because it's less harsh. Well, that's great. Now your females are paying money for half of a supplement that already sucks. And they wonder why they're still not losing weight. It's because they're so brainwashed by marketing. It's terrible. It's terrible. And I forgot what point I wanted to tie all this into. And I wanted to say I was going to tie it into the placebo effect. It is. This is what happens. This is why you think you get these benefits. Your diet and training are off, and you tell yourself, I want to make some gains, so I'm going to buy some BCAAs, a test booster, this new pre-workout, and this new fat burner so I can lose 10 pounds of fat and put on 10 pounds of muscle in like 30 days, doing, the 30-day squat challenge. And
oh God,
what you don't realize you do is all of a sudden you start drinking enough water. All of a sudden you get your programming in check. All of a sudden you start paying attention to diet. Just about the same time you spend $350 for a month worth of supplements, and now you get normal results that you should have been getting the entire time. Now, these aren't great. They seem great to you because you've been trying to lose weight for 2 months and putting on a pound a week because you're an idiot. So now you start getting normal results, and you are taking 6 or 7 supplements, and you're a nutritional expert, and you say, you know what it is? It's the BCAAs. You didn't think for 1 second that it could have been the training that you upped. It could have been the diet that you paid attention to. But no, you want to justify yourself because people are so afraid of being wrong. You have to justify the $350 you made. And then you argue it. Like some guy argued that test boosters help humans. And I said, show me the studies. He goes, here are all the studies. And it helped rats with diabetes, and infertile men. And when I called him out on that, he goes, see, it helps humans. And,
all right, man. And
these are, what, we're already here.
Yeah. All right, so you mentioned price, $350 for a bunch of supplements.
That's how much I spend. That's more than I spend in a year on supplements.
All right, so let's say I walk into GNC, $350 budget. how much supplements should I truly get?
If you
I
walk into
walk in-
GNC with $350, this is what you should do. You should, I'm going to say, get a protein supplement because it's convenient. So let's say, I'm going to take my calculator just for you guys. All right, so let's say you get $40 on 5 pounds, 5-pound tub.
All right.
Let's say you get 4 of those to last you a whole year. So times 4, that's 160. Let's say you spend $25. Hold on. God damn it, clients. Sorry, Nicole. That was one of my clients.
Shout out.
So plus $25 for your creatine for almost the whole year. Now you might not be able to get caffeine, so you go online and you spend $15 on caffeine that's gonna last you the whole year.
Yep.
So you're at 25 plus 15 plus 160. So you're at $200 of supplements. And
You're covering
That's
almost the
it.
entire year.
that's the entire year right there. You could do 200. Now, that's outside of health products. I can't tell you should get health products because if you're getting a variety of if you're getting a variety of fruits and veggies, your multivitamin is going to be worthless. If you live in Florida and you're out in the sun all day and you're doing all that, vitamin D may or may not be worthless. It still could be good, but maybe not. But if you want to add that in there, it's super cheap. Let's add fish oil and glucosamine. Let's just add like $40 because you buy a shitload of it. There's $240. So wait, $250. You do that. You take that extra $100 and you go to the grocery store and you get 18 servings of oats for $250.
Hell of a lot of food.
You get
for $100.
30 servings of oats for $250. 18 servings of rice for $250. I've shared a status on this, and I'll bring that up for you. Let's say you're $100 in food.
Then you get fruit, vegetables, which is cents per vegetable, like bananas or something like that.
Oh, here we go. Whole milk is $3.29 a gallon. A dozen extra large eggs, $1.99. Meat is $4 to $6 a pound. $3 for 12 pounds of potatoes. $1 or $2 for a giant box of rice. 5 pounds of frozen veggies for $5. 79 cents for a bag of dry lentils. This is from CJ Allen's status he posted. So now you have like $50 extra. So what you can do with that is go get a gym membership. And you pay attention to that stuff, I can guarantee you are going to get more results than the person that is relying on $350 supplements a month. You're going to get more results than the person that is relying on $350 worth of legal supplements a month. Also, you might get more gains than someone relying on $350 of illegal supplements a month, because I've seen so many people brag about their illegal supplement dosage and they look like shit. They look terrible because they can't get the basics down.
They overhype themselves because
overhype.
they don't want to feel bad about using something that's not working for them.
Yes. Now, we're at like, I don't think anybody's going to want to watch 14 minutes of me ranting, so we're at the gym. I got to do legs. And that's about I'm flustered now. Now I'm angry. Now I got to work out.
All right.
All right, that's enough.